Weird. Turn that down. Hey Dawn, how are you? What a mess I've made. I decided to put my pencils in this box over here when... Don't fall. When I was coloring in the living room, and seems to work just fine. I think I'll zoom in though. Focus should be fine. Hey Noelle. Oh, I'm sorry about your dad. That's pretty good. More or less. Huh. I hope he's well soon. I'll pray for him. I'm sorry this is a part 3, but that's how it goes. I was actually going to switch to a different picture, but I worked on this yesterday during Shannon's stream. Oh, puppy. It's only paper. Anyway. And I really wasn't sure what I was doing on this background, and I just kept working and finally got it to where I think it looks cool, and I'm excited to see what it'll look like on the other side, and all together. So I said I think I'll work on this background to get this finished, but also so you can see what I did. Oh, you are? Okay. Yeah, it's difficult when our parents are ill, especially if they're older. Well, obviously they're older, but I mean, in their later years, when things start falling apart and they go to a doctor all the time. It seems like my parents go to the doctor all the time. A doctor, some doctor. Let's see, I actually think I got all the pencils I need right here. I'm not too crazy about the ribbons here, but I was trying to make them, I don't know, a color that blended in with everything, but also very light, and it didn't work out that well, so I may work on that a little bit too. I don't know that I used Inktense on it, so it might be helpful. Now let's see. I mean, I used a lot of colors on that. So I've had an unexpected blessing from my dogs since the time change. The time change threw me off so bad. But I noticed that I get to sleep an extra hour because they don't know the time changed. Usually they would wake me up about 7:30, 8 o'clock. And now that the time changed, it's more like 8:39. Not 8:39, but 8. What did I try to say? 8:30 and then 9. Sorry. It sounded funny, so I had to clarify. Oh, it's nice and warm where you are? That's good. It's actually warm here too, but I don't know. I like being inside, although I need to go out a little bit and have some sun. All right. I can't really do green because that'll turn it brown. Either I go with a lighter color I had. Go with a brown. I'm trying to think what color I don't have here that's in everything else. Probably that brown. Oh. Heavy brown. I'm like, I thought I'd lost this color. This is dark brown. Probably this one's better. I don't want it to look like wood either, so that's where my problem is. I might be able to do green. Let's see. It would be tricky. Tricky, tricky. Hey, Brittany, how are you? Probably, Brittany, that's more information than you need to be sharing in public. Simply typing, I'm going to the doctor, you know. I mean, you've got to be careful what kind of information you give on the internet. Where's that other green I had? I don't remember using Kelly and kelp on this. Maybe I did. I'll add a little bit of this color here. It's nice to get back to coloring a little more often. Sorry, my hand's in the way here. Hey Thomas, how are you? Let's see, Brittany. I'm going to help you out a little bit. Okay. Now, if you want to say anything about that, just type, I'm going to the doctor, and leave it at that, because, you know, I deleted it because I wanted to protect you from anyone that might see the replay and, you know, try to mess with you about it. All right, now where's that light green I had? I thought I put all the stuff I used in this box. Maybe it was that. No, I know it was a lighter green. Maybe it was this one. I don't know why I thought maybe I used Prisma on that. This is lime green. Not entirely certain this was the light green I used, but whoa, my phone just fell over. All the browns. Oh, you know, that light green is probably one of the Inktense. But this lime green will work. I just need to kind of brighten up this part. I'm not crazy about how I did the clock, but I kept working on it and decided, you know, that's good. I'm just going to leave it. I'm going to take a look at Purple Bear Girls. Now that is something you can share. Very interesting. Skechers are awesome. Shoes. I have a pair. I would like to get another pair. Like one of their slip-on shoes. It's kind of what I'm interested in. You know, I think I'm zoomed in really far. Let's unzoom. All right, so now that I got that, let's see if I can do something about this. I'm just wondering. Boy, I just hate to experiment too much. But I've got my Artex and generic acrylic markers here. That looks pretty good. I hope everyone had a good weekend. I have two different markers. Now let's see if I can remember why I have two different ones. I think it's because the cheaper version, or less expensive is a nicer way to say that, was practically a duplicate of one of the Artex sets. And so I decided to get that one instead of the other Artex just to... And I tested it out and I said, okay, it's good enough. Let's see if I can't practice here. Okay. Yep, I think it goes over enough. Why don't we test that? So we've just got a bunch of colors in that. It's terrible. It's gonna be kind of like that. Oops, sorry. So I just used a little bit of rosy here. Hey Kenny, how are you? Good to see you. Okay. Now, do I want it that bright? That's the next question. Oh, I'll just go lightly and see what happens. Lightly. You can't really do lightly with this marker, but... That is turning color I don't like. So, we'll just leave it. Let's see if I can't. Well, I think maybe I'll just... We'll start with this anyway. It looks so bad. Oh well, it's okay. It's just a picture. It's just paper. Where's that darker one? Okay. This is grass green. I think it's coming up a little better there, so that's nice. I'll put this green. This is Amazon Basics, sorry. Should have told you that. weekend? My weekend was good. Didn't do anything special. No camping or anything like that. I keep wanting to go over and over and over. All right, I just need to forget it. Okay, I think what I want to do, I still have these little things to work on, but I'm not sure. I put a color down and I don't know if that's what I want to do or not. So I'm going to turn this upside down. Because that way I won't be reaching over. I can't use my left hand very much because my finger still hurts. So I'll make sure I'm going in the right direction here. All right, good. What I did was I picked out several. I only have this small set of the Neo 2s. So I don't have it. Yeah. So I picked 2 blues and 2 greens. There were in there. And I was so nervous about using them, but I just started to do it. Now I'm going to try to repeat what I did. I think I started with, the tricky part is getting around, no, that's not, because I just go right through it. And then I use white. All right, I guess we can start up here. So this is called, does this have a name? Turquoise blue. Oh, thank you. I'm about to show you. I don't know about wildfires in where we are. I'm guessing that's probably going to be in the west. You just have to look it up. So I just started out with this blue, the turquoise blue, and I did just a light I don't know, light coloring over it. I always worry that when I try to repeat something I did, that it will come out. And I just did it like this, just up and down. Okay. Just make sure it's not gonna make y'all sick. It was really just trial and error. I didn't have a plan on the background. I just did a bunch of stuff. And I said, oh, I think this might look good. Oh, I think this might look good. And just keep adding it. So I'm going to try. I haven't used these Neo 2s too much because I was nervous about using them. I mean, I got them for my birthday last year. You think I would have used them a little more. Okay. Hutchinson County? Okay. I suppose I better pay attention to that then, because I don't watch the news much. Okay, now I got that down, and then trying to think where Hutchinson is. I think that is west. Hey Siri, where is Hutchinson County, Texas? Let's see where it is. 6 hours from me. Ah, okay. That's up near Paladuro Canyon and north of Amarillo, northwest, east of Amarillo. I see they've got. All right. I'm not surprised that that area had some wildfire. So I'll check it out a little bit later. This one is called Yellow Green. And let's see, I think yeah, okay. I think I should write down my process for different stuff. Yeah. No wildfires here. All right. Then I used the darker one. This is the darker one. Cobalt blue. And I think I did more of that around the edges. Shh. I can always add more. And in fact, that's what happened when I was working on the other side. Is I noticed I didn't have enough pigment down there, so I had to go over it again. Oh, well, sleep well, Dawn. I hope your dad gets better. Uh-oh. My computer says there's an error. Check the switch encoder. I have no idea what that means. I hope y'all can hear me because I don't know what that message was about, but all right, I think that's good. And then I had some darker green in here. Oh, I'm worried about this not coming out. All right. Did I use this one or the other one? I'm going to use my Derwent. I'd like to get the other sizes of this push button because I'm enjoying this one so much. Hey, Yana, how are you? Okay, good. I'm gonna start up here, up here. Okay. Maybe I'll start in the inside. No, I'm gonna start out here because I may need to switch to this one. This is the Tombow, which is pretty good. Yeah, I've got far too much blue there. I just need that bigger brush size. I noticed that when I was going over it, some of the lines would stay thick. Like this right here. Why does it keep saying I have a problem with OneDrive? Well, if it cuts me off, you know it's the computer that did it. It's the computer's fault. Okay. Yeah, I've got my coffee here with me. That's the thing I like about the Derwent one, is that it actually gives you a constant flow. Whereas this other one takes a little pumping. But, I mean, I still like them. I have 2 sets. Probably going to be using the blow dryer in a second or 2. Probably going to add more to this. What are y'all working on right now? Oh, come on. Come on out. All right, now I can maybe work on some of the insides here. Whoa, too much water. Let me just use pencils on the inside. All right, I think I need more of the green. Nope, more of the blue, sorry. Well, I tried to zoom in because I wanted you to be able to see what I was doing better. But it makes me have to move the book a lot more, but I hope y'all understand that. Okay. I wonder if it's better to use too much water than not enough. Because you can always dab it off. Oh! It's the opposite page of the buddy color I did with Steve. The opposite page? You mean the other side? Now, what was I saying? Yana, you distracted my brain. Blow dryer. Oh, it's not coming. All right. Not entirely sure. That was really what I wanted. I can't find my Karen dashboard right now, so I will do it this way. Seems to work all right. I get so distracted. Yeah, like Steve over there at the coloring commander. He always says Leslie Lady Hawk. I don't know why. He just it's just funny. I enjoy watching him color and chat, hearing him chat. I guess we don't see him chatting, we just hear him chatting. All right, I think that's coming out a little more. All right, now I'm going to use the blow dryer real quick. So close your ears if sound bothers you. I mean, it bothers me, but I can't close my ears right now. All right. I blew my paper towel off to the floor. Oh, some more things for the puppy to... Oh, he's sleeping down here in his little bed. Oh. I got him that bed when he was 2 pounds. It's a pretty boy, sweet boy. Love you, Tyler. Now he's 10 pounds. We had no idea he was going to get that big. But I think that's a normal size for Chihuahua. What is wrong with the screen here? Well, if I do something, it'll mess it up. I'm just gonna leave it. I don't want to worry about it. All right, then I used Prisma. Just don't remember using these colors on there. I really thought I used more Prisma colors on the back here, in the other part. I'm not seeing them. Maybe I didn't use Prismas on that. This is one of those times when you say to yourself, you probably need to write it down. I think what happened is that I didn't actually look at the color names. I just grabbed something. Okay, I do think it was this one. Yeah, see how that did that streaky thing. I don't mind the streaky thing. It's just, especially in what I'm doing here. Because I want it to be that way, but also I just need to figure out how to not do it. All right, now I'm going to use this Swam Blue. I'm pretty sure this is the one I used. Okay, Thomas, the same goes for you about putting out information, medical information. Now, if you want everyone to know about your medical information, feel free to keep posting, but I wonder if I should just switch to Prism. This didn't use. Oh. See, I'm pretty sure I didn't use that. So I guess I'll stick with what I'm doing then. A family member of mine, I'm not going to say which, had to use that for, not for having less wrinkles, although that's what one of the results was. But coloring and talking don't mix sometimes. But to relieve pain, but then this relative was able to have some other surgery so that this relative wouldn't have to do the Botox in the face anymore. But unfortunately, this relative still has to get them once in a while. Ah, yes, I read about that, or I heard about that. Also, people can get it for like their handshake. Mine shakes. I will not do Botox. Mm-mm. But another relative was going to do that for the shaking. So I'm just kind of going up and down here because that's the effect that I want. It's amazing that so many medications can be used for a variety of conditions. And a lot of times in the trials they have to conduct, they find out about some of them. Like, oh, this also helps blah blah blah. Yeah. Well, I hope all goes well, Thomas. I know that that kind of thing can be so frustrating. And I understand why you'd want to share it. But, just be careful where you share it. Because there's mean people out there. All right. Let's switch to... Did I use that one or that one? It almost looks like that one. Oh, we need our green, our light green. This is the lime green. Oh, I see. I'm glad that you have found something that can help you. Someone I went to high school with also has a CP, and would benefit probably from that too. Probably back in high school would have been a great time for the classmate to have used it. But they didn't have that long ago in the Dark Ages. Huh. What other green did I use back there? Did I use emerald or did I use grass? Maybe it was grass. I think this will work for, obviously it will work for any colors that you want this effect on. Going to start over here. I wonder if I could do that up this way now. Oh boy, it's so different now. I'm just using this dark around some of the edges and the inside of these water worms. Our daughter used to call the drops of water that, so as you were driving down the road and the windshield was wet, either with rain or a little bit of rain, the air from driving, you drive into, and the wind comes up, it would make water drops wiggle up to the top of the glass, and my daughter called those water worms. So now I call them that too. I wonder if I dare use my left hand. Can use a little bit. It's just taken a long time for this, whatever it is, get better. No. I need a little more control here. First injection, no. So first you get 10 months. Oops. Yeah, if it helps and you don't get weird side effects, I think that's a marvelous thing. I think the relative that got these injections has a high threshold of pain. I just wouldn't. Either that or they tolerate the pain for the benefit. Which I suppose is the case. So, coloring. I think I'll leave that one. I know there's some other stuff I did to this. Oh, one more thing. Yeah. I took the white. Probably gonna have to redo that blue now. And I went over everything. This is the Prisma white. Very few whites would do this. What is that other white? The Chinese white? Durant Chinese white? And I thought there was one other white that was a little bit like Prisma in the fact that it helped things blend together. Hey Connie, thanks for coming in. Oh, good. Getting home is really, really awesome. Getting back to your own bed, getting back to your own stuff and maybe routine, it's always nice. Sorry about that. I'm just coloring white over here. When I did this the first time, right before that I said, that's too bright, or that's too, I don't know, something. And I decided to just kind of use the white to tamp it down. I'd like to try this with other colors. That would be kind of fun. And then I said, oh, these need to be white. Get my Posca out. I'm going to turn this again. I do apologize. Well, why don't I do this part? I'm not sure if that's a ribbon or water. It doesn't really look like water, but we're going to say that it's water. Oops. Sorry about turning the page too often. Sometimes you just have to. Police car going down the road. It's as if they're just standing there running their siren. Gosh, what is going on? Usually when you hear a car, especially one like that, the sound fades as it goes away, right? Okay, it stopped. Now the sound is further away. Now back this way. Sorry, I'm quiet. I'm concentrating. I might do a little bit of coloring once I get up out of bed. I hear you on that. Oh, the soft light of Holbein. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I need to read back further. Yeah, I thought about getting the Holbeins or the Derwent one, but Prisma works fine. And if I get the other more expensive one and go, oh, this pencil's amazing, I'll never go back to Prisma again, then I'll have to always buy that one. My mom gets me out of bed, and we also have a... Oh, you do? Awesome. Oh, no problem, Thomas. You do what you need to do, and I hope you have good success with the Botox for your CP, and that you're able to rest. See you later. Oh, Yana, that's exciting. Well, it could be dangerous too. You might end up going there too much. Well, this is just taking time. There are two parts of this that I've left. I suppose I was trying to wait until the end to see what color would be best for them. It's the clock face and the I don't know, shells that are up here. A little bit of, I think it's all the same. I'm not sure what those are. Sometimes I think artists should give us a clue, like on a separate page. Here's what this is. And you go, oh, I see. Because assuming everyone knows what everything is might be stretching it. Oh, good. Oh, that would be fun. If I was up there, I'd take it with you. Some of these little dots, I just cover them all together. Uh-oh. Shoot. All right. I suppose I should have rebooted the computer before I started live stream. Keeps giving me these messages, and they're different. They're not just the same message over or similar message or anything. They're just different. What does that mean when they're all coming on at the same time? You have an error. An error. Your disk space is too low. Like what? Does anyone have the whole set of Poscas? Although there's probably so many. Well, what I'd like to have are the grays. And I was looking around at other brands too that had more grays than really one needs, but it's less expensive than just the Poscas. Few grays. And you know how you should just go ahead and get the expensive one? Because you'll save money. Because if you get the cheap one and then it's crap, then, sorry, I shouldn't have said that word. Then you end up having to get the expensive ones anyway. I could get them cheaper by buying 3 at once, but then do I need 3 grays? I got 3 whites. That I use all the time, but I don't know if I'd use the gray ones all the time. Hey, Sue. Thanks for popping in. Oh, that's really sweet. Yeah. Oh, you have a lot of them? I have like the white ones, the I don't know, set of, was it 24? 18? Something. Maybe it was 12. I wait until I can find a good deal, you know that. But I would like the grays. Yana, maybe, is it possible for you to just say to your work that here's the days and times I'm not going to be available, but I'll work any other time? That way you can take the class and not run into your work. Just a thought. Oh, the cream? Yeah. I would like the ivory. Is that the same one? Gosh, it's taken forever to outline these. If I use just plain paint, like gouache or something, I would just go swoosh, swoosh, swoosh. Oh yeah, that reminds me of something I saw. Hey Callie, thanks for coming in. Oh, I see. Well, I hope it works out where you can maybe take some of the classes. So, what I was going to tell you, I don't know how it popped up on my phone or in my YouTube, but I don't even remember how I jumped over there and started watching it. But I was watching it and it was like someone different than Bob Ross, but they're standing at the canvas and holding their brushes and talking softly, and I thought, I wonder if this is his son. So I waited a little bit, or I rewound a little bit, and he said something about his dad, and I knew that was Bob Ross's son. So, you know, Bob Ross has this giant afro type of hair, or did, and his son has long curly red hair or wavy red hair. And so I don't know why I watched the whole thing. Maybe it was his voice. I like his voice better than Bob Ross's voice. I mean, they're both nice voices, calm voices, but anyway, he's an artist too, and he he sold his first painting when he was 12. That's what he said. And now he goes around. Now, this was an older video, so I don't know what he does now or what his condition of his hair is. Oh my goodness, I think I'm going to have to turn this really strange. Otherwise, I'll run into the wire. Hey, Noelle. She's been here a bit. Okay. Joe and Bailey use most of the colors of the pastas. I usually stick with black and white. Occasionally using the art stores by Ross Pink Classic. Oh yeah, yeah. I'm not sure what year that video was. Maybe y'all could go hunt it up it was like, I don't know if it was season 9, season 2, somewhere in there. But I really enjoyed that. And if he ever came, if he ever came down this way and offered classes, I might try to jump in and get him, but he also says happy little cloud. So it's funny. This is so exciting. So back when I was in college, I would watch Bill Alexander. And at the time, I wasn't real crazy about Bob Ross. I don't know why. But I liked Alexander because he's almost like the opposite of very calm. He's like fire it in, he would say. And I would try to do some of that in some of his techniques in my paintings, although my paintings aren't really that super great. All right, then something else I did. I probably need to kind of color in a little bit of these water worms. I guess they're all pretty good. Oop, there's one I missed. I probably should have colored around these in these before I put down the Posca. But that's okay. It's okay. This is light blue, which really is darker blue. Just trying to make it darker around the clock. That's something else I did on the other side. You're back. Wow, that's fast. Let's see how much darker that is over there. That's what I was trying to do. Okay, then come on. Then I just made my own waterworms here. Yeah, this really needs to be darker, I think. To really make that white stand out. But you get the idea. Let's shake it again. You're right, Thomas, that's too true. Oh, look at that. All I need to do is shake it. It's nice to hear birds again. Okay, that's a little bit how I do the other side. Maybe I need to fill in. I didn't get exactly on the dark line here. Probably if I slow down. As I'm doing that, I probably won't miss them. Sorry. It's funny how I don't notice the birds being gone until I hear them again. And then I say, oh, they've been gone for a couple of months. All right, well, I can tweak that all day long, but anyway, that's the background. Now, what shall we do with those bits? I really don't think I have a... Here's another full set of something I'd like to have. I really like them. This looks pretty close to what I was wanting. Let's test it out. Here's my tester. Yeah, I think maybe that'll work. I rather like doing it this way. Some of this looks more like green to me than shells. Like this part looks like shells. And this part looks more like, I don't know. I'm just using very light touch here. I think he was just getting up. His mom was helping him get up. All right, there's that. That is called purple. I'm not sure I would call that purple. Anyway, blow dryer. Gosh, I love those. I'm gonna try to use them more. All right, lavender. This is one I do remember. Really not doing anything exciting on these, just trying to get them colored in. Peach. Salmon pink. That would be too, definitely not be the right color. Rose. Not sure what that would do, but let's try it. Kind of turns it purple on the edges. More purple. See, that other one doesn't make sense called purple. It should be called rose or something. And this rose, well, rose can be any colors, right? Where's my white? When my body says you are going to nap, then I sort of wake up and go back to sleep several times. I'm trying to figure out what that dark was. This dark, I'm thinking it was some of this, but also there was another color there. I'm thinking that was probably an Inktense color. I suppose I can add more down there. Maybe it was the Tuscan. I don't think it was Tuscan. But that's an interesting color. That's going to be too brown. I think maybe it was this one. Did Emily ever dress up like Bob Ross? Or is she still waiting for a certain number of subs? I think I would have heard about it or caught it had she. Maybe she did and I just missed it. Oh. Yeah, I hope you're getting extra paid too. Yeah, I understand falling asleep on the TV, watching TV. I think that's why I like to do more than one thing at a time. Do two things at a time or three. So watch TV in color or cross stitch, which I haven't done in a while. That's pretty good. Still needs to be darker. Okay, blow dryer. That's pretty good. This is rose again. Yeah, I'm not sure why I can't get this color. Maybe it's this one, maroon. What maroon looks like. Yeah, let's try that. Tweak, tweak, tweak. Tweak, tweak, tweak. All right. Now, of course, I have to come down here and put this color in a little bit just so there'll be some continuity. Sorry. I know there doesn't have to be continuity, but I like it. Still this purple escapes me. Is this glaze? Oh, I don't want the glaze. Did I want the glaze? There's still this purple element in there I can't seem to get. That's not terrible. It used to be I would take a nap every day. I would just lean back and my recliner, listen to something. I'd just doze off for a while, and I did that every day. And then I got into coloring. I'm not sure if I did the nap thing before all that. Maybe I did take a nap when I started coloring. Anyway, there was a long time where I would just do that every day. And nap every day. I'm not sure what this is. This bubbly stuff. I wonder if I should use a turquoise in there. I wonder if that's the color I used in the water. Well, I've already got it, so I'm going to leave that. I actually used a glaze on some of these, although I might have go ahead and try this green. It'll make it a dark, it'll make it more like the other turquoise. Just get heavier and heavier and heavier. Okay. Now this part looks like seaweed, so it shall be seaweed. And I'll call it seaweed, and it'll be my seaweed. Hey Emily, thanks for coming in. Y'all gonna do anything exciting this week? Or interesting? This is Emerald and Amazon Basics. I'm just trying to make certain that each part of green has some of this color in it. Now, the clock face. What should I do the clock face? Oh, that sounds nice. Emily, hope you have a good time. I was thinking of using what was I thinking of using? I don't think some of the colors made it out of the living room. Probably because I dropped some. Oh, it's terrible. All right, eggshell. All right. This is the blender. Not it really did much. Maybe it did. All right, then something a little darker. Brown. Something a little bit lighter. Something in between those. I suppose I can just color on top of that too. I'm just using eggshell and this Amazon Basics brown because they're here. Okay, let's see what that does. I'm not sure about this. Trying to make it look like it's that it's a glass thing. But also, let me see what color I have. I do have the clear. I actually marked which ones were clear, the one that was clear and the one that was white, and I'm not sure if I think this one is the white one, so okay. See if it'll, yeah, that's the clear one. Clear doesn't have anything on it. I'm not sure if this will do what I wanted to, but we'll give it a try. Now I need to finish out these little white bits here. Okay. See the loads of pencils I use and what all I have to put up later. Oh, let's take the tape off carefully. I forgot to tap this on my pants. Trousers. So I don't know if I'm gonna get paper up off it or not. Oh, it's coming up right there. Oh. I hadn't used it in so long, I forgot to put lint on it so it doesn't stick as much, and then when you take it off, it's not going to tear your paper. Ooh, plane is flying very low. But that's not really unusual for here because there's a small airport nearby and then there's a neighborhood airport nearby. Where people live in expensive homes and have hangars for their airplanes and a runway. Okay. That looks better. Someone said that they would actually paint the outside or color the outside something dark. Do one of y'all do that? Or do you just pretty much leave it the way it is? Let's zoom in a little bit. Sorry about that. If you're sick, look away. I was just trying to get a close-up of the background for you. Hey Connie, thanks for coming in. You've probably been lurking, I guess. So, I think I like it for the most part. I might like do some more shadowing down here. Maybe do something different with the clock face. I don't know. Okay. There's Connie's YouTube channel. Please go over. She's gonna pop into hers about 30 minutes. Oh, okay. Well, there's the address of it, so you can be ready for it. I have no idea what those dogs are trying to bark at. Anyway, well, thanks for coming in, and thanks for your patience when I have to turn the paper and all that. I think it came out pretty good. Of course, I'm always wanting to tweak my stuff, but I'm never satisfied. You're welcome. I hope y'all have a great day. I don't know why that popped up. Have a great week. I should be here Friday. You're welcome. And thanks for my lurkers. I appreciate you too. See y'all later. Oh, thanks, Kenny. You're welcome, Sue.